We did it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. A 2-1 victory against Pep Guardiola and his struggling City. And Ruben Amorim goes 2-0 against Pep Guardiola. Of course, those who remember, he did win City 4-1 when he was at Sporting, his final game as Sporting manager, if you can remember. But this particular game was way different than that particular game. Ruben Amorim certainly had his tactics executed to the T, and there was big news before the game, as we all know, with Rashford and Garnacho both not making the squad, weren't even on the bench. And Ruben Amorim gave his reasons for that. But that in itself kind of created a bit of a problem. Many people thought that we were going to lose. There was a time during the game also where the commentator said that we would be better if we had Rashford and Garnacho for the counter attack. But it turned out that we didn't need them, and Amorim's decision was validated and definitely the correct one. I mean, the way the game played out in the first half, we seemed quite comfortable in defense. City wasn't pressurizing us that much. They weren't really shooting when they got the opportunities to do so. We closed the spaces, we man-to-man pressed, and we certainly ensured that they couldn't play through us. Yes, I know they scored a goal in the first half, and in my opinion, it was a bit of luck. A cross by De Bruyne, deflecting off Ahmad, and of course, Vardiel finding some space in the box and heading the ball freely into the net. There's not much you can do about the way the cross was deflected. I mean, you can say we should react better in the box to try and get it away, but again, it's just a lack of reaction time. But those are small things, and again, I said it was a bit of luck because up until that goal, and even after that goal, City did absolutely nothing. Yes, they took shots. Yes, they played the ball and had good possession, which is something that City normally does. It's not different to how they play. But we certainly, definitely, in my opinion, did well against them. That first half was kind of boring, and in the second half as well, up until we started getting a bit more confidence, that's when the game changed. Amorim certainly didn't make changes as early as he did and as he normally has done in previous games, but the changes that he made certainly did bring in a bit of energy. Anthony coming on, certainly, Lenny Yoro also coming on. Players that certainly would give their all regardless of the situation of the game. And when they did come on, nothing changed. We certainly kept pushing, we kept keeping possession quite well, we kept defending good as well, and we certainly knew what to do. You could see the players knew exactly how to execute Amorim's plan. Now, a lot of people might say that yes, because the game was boring, Amorim should have done better, he should have done more, the players should have done more. But it was a tactically astute performance by Ruben Amorim's United. The way we nullified any attack that City wanted to throw at us, the way we ensured that they didn't find it easy to play through us. And there was like one or two moments where they did, but again, they weren't clinical. They certainly are a struggling team right now. And Ruben Amorim definitely put the mentality into our players to continue fighting, to keep fighting regardless of what the scoreline is. When the second half started, it looked like we were going to sit back and just defend the game for the rest of the half. But as soon as we started getting confident on the ball again and we started playing the ball, City couldn't press us. They decided to sit back because they were afraid of us playing through them. And that is testament to who Ruben Amorim had on the pitch available. You look at Masraoui, Martinez, Ugarte, Bruno, Mainu, who had to come on for an injured Mason Mount yet again. I feel so gutted for him. Every time he starts getting a few games in, he gets injured. And I think we are going to cut our losses with him, in my opinion. It's sad that he got injured again, but that is the reality of it. If you are a liability, if you cannot be relied upon, then unfortunately you cannot play at the highest level, and certainly not at Manchester United. But we'll have to wait and see what the injury news is on Mason Mount. But even with him, when he was playing, the way we positioned ourselves, the way we pressed, and the way we were able to play quick passes in between the lines, quick 1-2s, and also keep hold of the ball quite comfortably and confidently at that, we are improving under Amorim. There are changes under Amorim, definitely. The first goal we scored was a penalty. We know this. But again, very, very good pressing by Ahmad to win the ball after a bad pass from Matheus Nunes. And the intelligence not to shoot and completely lose his composure. To see Matheus Nunes coming and getting the foul, which resulted in a penalty for us, Bruno putting it away, and of course the winning goal. Another excellent ball by Martinez over the top. Ahmad finds it, loops it over Edison, and calmly puts it away into the net. 2-1 in the 90th minute. Delirious. We absolutely, as every United fan was, we were celebrating that goal. Ahmad was man of the match. What an excellent performance yet again. But you should give a shout out to Maguire, who was colossal at the back, keeping Erling Haaland quiet. Likewise, Martinez. Of course, in midfield, Ugarte could have also been man of the match. Absolutely unbelievable with the way he intercepts passes, his defensive positioning in order to block passing lanes, the way he wins duels consistently. What a player. Amorim is certainly improving us, and I am excited for what he's going to have at his disposal as soon as the season goes on and when he starts bringing in players that he knows and can be part of the new Man United project under Amorim. I certainly was impressed by the performance. It was a boring game in terms of being end to end and chances at both ends, but in terms of performing at a certain standard, that is what we experienced yesterday. Amorim certainly is getting these players to do what he needs them to do for his tactics and for his style of play. We did, however, have to change our style of play a bit yesterday, played basically a 5-3-2. When we were out of possession and when we were in possession, it simply went back to a 3-4-3, which again was difficult for Man City to deal with how we were comfortable in switching positions in terms of our players, and of course, switching positions in formation when we transition from defense to attack. It was a good performance. We have to look forward to Spurs next, and that in itself will be another difficult game. But this win against City will have given us confidence and certainly will make the players believe more in what Ruben Amorim is trying to build at Manchester United. It looks good. Manchester is red. Come on, yes! We certainly are the true kings of Manchester. I said forget about recent history. Man United will always be the biggest club in England. They will always be the biggest club in Manchester. Manchester is red. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Have a wonderful day further till we see each other again soon, Red Devils. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.